Speaking of Trump derangement syndrome, who's suffering from derangement syndrome at the moment, the Pope has selected an anti-Trump cardinal to become the Archbishop of Washington DC. Now, the pontiff tapped one of the most progressive allies, Cardinal Robert McElroy, to head the church in the US Capitol. Now, he was a bishop at the time who was an open critic of Trump during the first administration. Louise, this cardinal most notably said in a speech to California faith groups a month into Trump's first presidency that we all must become disruptors. I mean,
that's not the job of a cardinal. I mean, a senior
not.
leader in the Catholic Church is meant to be a unifying force. But I was raised as a Catholic, so and you went to church and you met bishops and you met the priest and you had your sacraments. But you were there as a unifying family, a unified family, as it were. Look, I know the Vatican's a very political animal and has been for centuries, but to people going to church, they want their cardinals or their priests to be preaching the values of Christianity and living together in harmony, not singling out the next president of the United States as either being anti-Christian or doing the wrong thing. I mean, I remember Pope Francis attacked Trump because of the wall he wanted to build with Mexico, saying it was un-Christian, and Trump quite rightly got very upset about that.
Well, it's not just that where they diverge. I mean, recently, Kel, the Pope has been attacking Israel over the war in Gaza. I think he and Trump would obviously feel very differently about that conflict and how Israel has conducted himself. Do you think that the Pope's alienating a lot of people with these decisions, a lot of Catholics?
I suspect so. I'm not a Catholic. We need Joe here because Joe has rediscovered his Catholic roots these days, and he'll explain it to us at some point. But so this Pope does appear to be alienating a whole lot of Catholics whose view of life is simply conservative. There are in life two ways to go. You can either be a progressive or you can be someone who preserves. You either progress or preserve. And the progressives want to change everything. And the people who want to preserve things, the conservatives, want to hang on to what's worth hanging on to and progress slowly and cautiously. Now, we don't seem to have a Pope like that. As an outsider looking in, it looks to me that this is not a man who wants to preserve what is worthwhile. And the result is they're going to keep putting their foot wrong. I think progressives just make a lot of mistakes along these lines. And I'm sorry, but it looks like he's another one.
And I would say regressive, not progressive, a lot of the time.